Good morning, my friends. Good morning, my friends. Welcome to my vlog. I'm Mark James, and I'm just starting out this vlog. It's new for me, really. I've done some singing vlogs and that, but this is more about what it's like in the Philippines. And as a foreigner who's been here 12 years, I kind of know what I'm saying. I've been around here a long time. I live in Tabernan City, Bohol, which is a Visayan area, and my wife is also Filipina, obviously. My son is Filipino American. He's 10 years old. I've been here, like I said, 12 years now. There's a lot of what do you call it, blogs out there that they're saying what's the right thing to do, how to be a Filipina, what not to do, where to go, how to act. And all those, I guess, have their points, right? But they all sometimes say the same things. I want to try to be different. I want to try to bring you a different perspective than a lot of them do. A lot of them really don't have, even they have vlogs to talk about the Philippines and how to be a Filipino, all those things. They don't really have experience here in the Philippines. There's a few vlogs that do, that I like, that I listen to, because they have experience, they know what they're talking about, because they've been here a while. And I've been here 12 years. So when some guy comes here and he's never been here a couple of months, even if it's no, he's just getting his feet wet about the culture and about the people. And that really doesn't help anyone. He doesn't really know what he's talking about yet. So what you really want is somebody who knows the culture, who's been there from a foreign perspective. And I've been here since, June, I think, of 2014. So I've been here 11 years, almost 12 years. And I love the people here. That's the one thing I think that guys need to understand, too. When you come here, don't come here with an attitude. And I say that because I meet a lot of guys that are foreigners, European, Americans also, that have an attitude here. And you can't come with an attitude. If you're too loud, or you're really obnoxious, or you're in somebody's face, you can be deported here for that. Your actions can be, your actions matter here, because the Filipino people don't like loud. They don't like somebody who's confrontational. If you're that type of individual, you probably will not last long here. You have to have respect, and I believe in giving respect. And I think when you give respect, you get respect back. I'm an easygoing person. I have a lot of friends that are Filipino, and everybody knows me around here. And they say, "Hey, Mark, how you doing?" I don't have an attitude. Sometimes we have this attitude in the States that we're better, we're higher than someone else because of our status. Status doesn't matter here. All right? Your character, your humbleness, that matters here. Filipino is, for the most part, it's a very unselfish person. And and I think if you come here with an attitude that isn't unselfish, and you come with an attitude that's not humble and is self-centered, you're gonna have trouble. When you meet a Filipina here, you've got to understand. And when you're from the U.S. or Europe, you really don't understand the poverty level that a lot of the Filipinas face here. My wife was like that. She told me stories when she went to school. They didn't have electricity. They didn't even have plumbing sometimes. And she is from a big family. My wife had five other siblings besides herself. And there wasn't a lot of money from her father. Rice fields and stuff like that. They had to work in rice fields and do hard labor. Could you imagine a woman doing hard labor here? She'd be worried about her nails being broken, her hair messed up. She wouldn't last 2 weeks here. Because we become entitled in our country. A lot of entitlement in my country, right? America has become the entitlement place of the world, right? Entitlement capital of the world by the United States. See, my daughter's generation, man, it's very bad. It's very bad. When you come here too, guys, when you say you meet somebody online, I met my wife online, like most guys, because that's how you meet your Filipino online. And you have to be open to the culture when you come here. I think I would advise most men to come here and stay here for a couple weeks maybe. Get to know the culture, absorb the people and their ways. Get to know the people and understand them. Because it's a different way than what we're used to in this West. Morning, my friend. Good morning. So, I would tell anybody that's out there trying to meet someone, you can meet a real wonderful woman here. You know, my wife's 41. I met her when she was 28. And I love my wife very much. And I've been very fortunate. I would tell any guy here that comes here, don't come here flashing your money, because you're making a monster, right? You're building a monster. I never ever done that with my wife. I told her my honest situation, retired, a pension. I told her I'm not a rich guy, I'm just a simple guy wanting to start a life over again. Most guys who come here, most guys have been married at least once, maybe twice. I was married once before. And you have to, I think you have to be realistic. You have to be realistic. I think a lot of men, fortunately, try to show off, just I don't know how else to put it, about their income. But here's what I think about that. You're making a bad bed for yourself, because if you keep showing your Filipino how much money you have, you remember these are people who are very struggling financially. I mean, let's be honest, it's just the truth. And you're waving your money at that person. Look what I got. Look how much money I have. What do you expect her to do? She's gonna want you to help her family. She's gonna want you to help her family and to support her family. And once you start doing that, it's very difficult to stop it. I was fortunate. My wife and I talked about this when we were dating. I said, I'm not here to support all your family. I don't mind helping your family. I love her family. They're my family, right? But I'm here with her, my wife, my son. Those are my two priorities. I'm not here to support everyone. Do I want to help? If I can, yeah, I don't mind doing that. Groceries or food here once in a while, I don't care about that. But once you start doing that and open that Pandora's box, it's a very, very hard thing to stop. And a lot of guys get in that crap. And I don't blame the Filipino, they come from a very hard place. A lot of guys don't understand that when they come here. These women sometimes live in very harsh situations. They're dependent upon from their family. Mainly it's the woman, the young girl, high school. She's really dependent upon to support her family. And unlike U.S., where your mom and dad, your father and mother basically have their own money and their own situation, here it's very common, because what's really expected is when they grow up, when the children grow up, they're expected to support their family, their mom, their dad. That's the way it is here. A lot of guys don't know that, but I'm telling you, that's the truth. So come here with an open mind. It's a beautiful place. And I can tell you, I've been here a long enough time, I really love it. I can imagine going back to the U.S., that rat race. So much killings, so much violence. Our America has become a very dangerous place. I feel safe right here than I would there. Go down the streets of Chicago, I promise you wouldn't want to walk there very long by yourself, especially in the middle of the night. You'd probably get mugged. Here, I don't worry about that. Anyway, thanks for watching me, and I hope we can talk again. Thanks for following me. Don't forget to like. God bless.